Boom. Continuing on, mate. Life story, mate. Fucking still in the hostel. And yeah, I get back from obviously the incident with Lenny. Lenny then moves out of the foyer. I say move out. Well, yeah, he did. He went and stayed with his aunt until I left. I got kicked out a couple of months later. But yeah, Lenny moves out because of what happened. And John is like really angry because I told John, and yeah, he was just not happy that he snitched. And then fucking, yeah, that was that. So moving on from that, I was still dealing, like here and there. I still had my shots, or blots, or whatever you want to call them, contacts. And then eventually, one of my guys dropped out because he was just making me loads of money, but he wasn't getting anything for it. My original guy that I'd made friends with. But yeah, he was like, oh, I don't want to do it anymore because I'm not making any money, blah, blah, blah. Which was fair enough because, you know, he wasn't making any money. He just used to sell the weed and hand me a wad of cash at the end of the day. Like literally. But, so yeah, he dropped out. And then I moved out to another town and then got some shotters there. And then, yeah, just carried on the chain. And then, but was still in the hostel at this point. And then there was bad drama in the hostel. Like there was, oh mate, there was this girl called Chelsea, and just and another girl called Georgia, who was the one I poured coke over. But like literally, that wasn't at the foyer though. That was in town, like, in the middle of town, just over her head, mate. And her drowned wrap with all her greasy hair just stuck to her face, just dripping with Coca-Cola, mate. Literally. Oh my gosh, that was the best feeling I've ever had. Because it was just because it wasn't violence, mate. Because it was coke, it was sticky, mate. It was in her hair. Her makeup was running, mate. It was went all in her bag, all in her coat. Oh. Lord, you fucking bitch. But no, yeah, Georgia and Chelsea, mate, they were fucking annoying. They would be so annoying. They would just say stupid things to you and they'd just roll you up. So there was one time they said something and then I just kicked off. And then they ended up putting a hole through the door. Like the cardboard door. It wasn't really cardboard, it was like plasterboard. Like a fire door. And then put one of the windows through with my foot. So that was like my first sort of strike. And then after that, me and John got into an argument because he was shouting for me. And he would smoke weed, but obviously I didn't smoke weed. So I'd get well angry at him when he used to smoke the Prophet. He would like take some drawers to sell. And then he'll end up smoking 3 drawers. And he used to tick drawers. As a dealer, mate, my pet hate. If one of my shotters was to tick a drawer, mate. Oh, don't fucking tick. Literally. If you're shotting for me, don't fucking tick my drawers, mate. Literally, don't fucking tick. Oh, really angers me. But yeah, anyway, he ticked one of my drawers to this other girl who was just like a tramp. And literally, there was no hope in her paying him back. Like literally, I don't know how he thought she was going to pay him. But either way, he ticked the drawer anyway. And that was the end of that. So he lost me about 50 quid. then someone paid back money that they owed. The money was supposed to come back to me, mate. Gets counted up and then divided. But he just decided to spend it on draw, mate. And considering I didn't smoke at the time, it just made me really angry. So I said to him, where's the tenner, mate? Like, I know it's only a tenner. Like, literally, I know it's only a tenner. I know that now. But at the time, mate, like, if you're showing for me and I give you a draw, it doesn't matter if the draw is worth fucking 200 quid or a tenner. Like, literally, you fucking come back with the money and then you get your pay afterwards, mate. You don't fucking have a quick spend on my draw. Like, literally, you don't fucking do that. And I didn't smoke, so it was even worse because it's like, what are you doing? This is the product, like, this is the merchandise. Anyway, so I went down, like, literally, he was like, oh, I don't know. And he did know, he knew he had spent it, and I knew that he had spent it, because I remember the night before he had a tenner. And I was like, where'd you get that tenner from, bro? And he was like, oh yeah, I got it from someone, innit? And then I was like, alright, okay. I didn't clock that was the tenner that we was owed. I say we, because this is the thing, yeah. He would obviously do all the shotting, and I was like the one that was actually shotting, getting all the money, but nobody actually knew that. So he would just bait himself out, like, literally, because he liked shotting. He'd always shotting. He'd do that whole, oh yeah, put my sleeve up, and then everyone knows I'm dealing, like, literally. So because in prison he reckons that's what you did. So anyway, he fucking owed me money. I fucking followed him out down the corridor upstairs to his dorm, and he shut the door in my face. There's two doors. There's one communal door, and then you go through that door. Then there's another 3 set of doors which go into the individual rooms, which are all locked with an electronic key that you have to tap against the door. So I was knocking on the door after he just slammed in my face. I was like, look, I was getting a bit agitated. I was like, look, where's the money? So he just slammed the door in my face. I was like, what? Like, what the fuck? Because we always did argue. We'd always fall out, but we'd always make up again. So then I kicked in his door, like the communal door. And then I kicked in his front door, like his actual room door. Like completely off, like the frame, just kicked the whole frame out, just kicked it out. And then kicked his door, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? He went absolutely mental. Why are you doing that, blah, 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 what are you doing, bro, what are you doing? I was like, well, give him my fucking money. He's like, I don't know where it is, like, check. So he was like, search my room, knowing that I wouldn't find the tenner, mate. Like, he was just saying that. So we had this massive argument over a tenner, like, oh, why didn't you give me more money back? Why didn't you just say that you haven't got it if you haven't got it? And I was like, why'd you have to get me so angry? And then obviously, because there's cameras everywhere, the staff had obviously seen me booting his door. So they came rushing upstairs and obviously had called the police. And I was like, well, we've called the police because, you know, you can't kick in people's doors, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, fuck that. And I was gone. I bolted, mate. Like, fuck that. So, that was the end of that. I got kicked out. Got kicked out of the hostel. And then I handed myself in 3 days later. I say I was on the run. I wasn't really. I was just ducking from the police, like, literally. I had a warrant for my arrest for criminal damage. And yeah, like, literally, they just kept going around hassling everybody. Until I turned myself in. So I fucking went to my mate's house, had a shower, and stayed there for a bit. Just was sleeping on his sofa. Went to McDonald's. Got myself a Big Mac and a fuckload of food. I ate that and then went to the police station. It was shut, so you have to pick up the yellow phone and then you call it in and then you tell them that you're wanted and then they search it up and then They're like literally, it's so jokes. Like literally, when you call in for when you're wanted, it's so funny. Cause like they'll be like, cause normally if you call the police, yeah, if you're at the yellow phone and the police station is shut and you need help, yeah, like they'll be like, oh okay, we'll send an officer down to you in an hour, or we'll send someone into your home address. But literally, they'll give you some bullshit excuse as to why the police can't come. As soon like bearing in mind, I called them at like this was like 1 in the morning. I must have handed myself in like 1 in the morning, 12:30. So I called them up and I was like, oh yeah, I'm wanted, blah, blah, blah. I'm handing myself in. I've been wanted for 3 days, criminal damage, blah, blah. I was at my mate's house. I just gave him some bullshit excuse saying how I felt bad and like I didn't want to turn myself in, but then my mate persuaded me and I don't know, I just thought it was the right thing to do. Anyway, the point is, yeah, they fucking, like, they had people down there within like, I don't know, like 2-3 minutes. I was being there like, okay, just stay on the phone, because normally they'd be like, all right, let's hang up and like just wait around and like maybe someone will turn up. But they're like, all right, stay on the phone, please. Just stay on the phone. Just stay right there. I was like, all right, okay, I'm just standing outside. Yeah, that's fine. Where are you now? Like, where are you now? What's your location? I was like, I'm outside the police station. I was like, right, we're sending officers down. Like literally, you just hear in the distance, like literally, and all the blue comes around the corner, and then 4 police cars just came round. And then 2 police officers got out, and then I just walked over to the car and I was like, it's me, yo. And I was like, all right, okay, we just got searched and everything. And once I was chilled, like I was literally so chilled. 1 in the morning, I was well tired, like fuck it, I might as well just go over and done with. Bearing in mind, I had 3 days of stress of thinking, oh yeah, ducking and diving, like literally, it's just long. So anyway, I was chilled. I came out, and then all the other cars just drove off, and then it was just one car and me and these other 2 police officers. And then he was like, didn't I arrest you like in the week? Like literally, this is the final time of me getting arrested. This is the 4th time in a row. And then he was like, didn't I just arrest you at the beginning of the week? I was like, yeah. It's like, what's going on? But no, yeah, that was really chilled. There was no cuffs, no nothing. Like literally, they searched me and that was it. I just got in the car at the back. Obviously, they locked the car and that was it. Like we went to custody. They put me in. It was chilled, mate. Like literally, it was so chilled. Like literally, that's the most chilled time I've ever had in custody. That one time. Like, cause sometimes it's well scatty, because if there's other people there that are like, are proper scatty, that are just shouting and like really just anti-police, and it's just a nightmare. It's just constantly against the cell door, mate, and they're just so loud and it just echoes throughout the whole fucking building, mate. Like literally, it's just not the one. Especially if you get nicked on like a Saturday night. Oh my god, like all the piss heads. Oh, that's a nightmare. Like literally, if anything will make you be good, it'll be fucking spending a night of piss heads in custody, mate. But yeah, that was the end of the hostel. And then fucking... So by this point, like I'm kind of counting up my tally. So in terms of definitely not joining the police, 100%. Because I've got like so many things on my sheet now. And yeah, oh yeah, for that, it was, I got prosecuted. And I got, what did I get? I got a fine of £300, which was to fix the doors. And I got I got discharge. It was conditional discharge as well for 8 months, I think it was, which means you can't get in trouble for 8 months. Otherwise, they'll just retry you for the same crime and what you've already committed. In other words, you just go to prison or get twice as much of a penalty than what you would have got before. And then if you keep getting arrested, then you get remanded, which you don't want, because that means you go straight to prison. And then you just chill in prison until you've got to go to court, which can be up to 28 days if they want to be a cunt. I literally... But yeah, fuck that. fuck going on remand, mate. Like literally, if you're on remand, mate, then oh, peak times. I don't know how you'd be watching this, but fair play to you if you are. And then moving on from that, I started chilling with people in town, like locally, making friends. And yeah, just fucking being out, making a name for myself. And yeah, I literally just beefing. And then started smoking weed. Because that's the reason why I probably started smoking. So I started smoking roll-ups first. And it was more of a rebellious thing as of, well, I've tried everything else. I tried alcohol, which I never thought I'd do. I'd been arrested. So I just thought, fuck it, why not smoke as well? And then I started smoking tobacco. I hated it, still do, don't like it. Even I smoke it with my Zoots, but I started just rollies on their own. And then got introduced to weed. And then started smoking weed and then loved it. Like literally at first I hated it. The first time I ever got stoned, it was absolutely horrible. I was so stoned to the point I thought I was just like, I was just stoned, but I didn't like it because I didn't understand what being stoned was, and I'd never been stoned before, so I just thought it was like, But yeah, after a while, I just loved it, and I've been stoned ever since. I've never had a day without weed. I have, but I've been smoking weed ever since that day. I've never given up. But yeah. But that's just a bit of a background of my life. If you have any questions, then please do ask them. Like, I do want questions. And the reason why I say I want questions is because I've kind of just briefly given you a rundown. So it may seem a bit random. I don't know if that's been any use or if you found that interesting or not. But I would appreciate your feedback. Try not to be too reckless with your comments. And don't talk shit. I know you won't. I trust you. You're very responsible in the comment section. But yeah. Don't fuck with me. Like literally. But no, seriously, your feedback. Because yeah, there is more to say, but I'm just going to leave it there for the time being because yeah, I've said quite a bit. Plus, I started filming earlier on in the day and it's taken me all day to sort of explain. And then I had to pause because I had to put together the video and I had some memory issues and blah, 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 blah. So yeah, fucking... Also, I may start recording on my camera. I've got a Canon camera, so I may start recording on that because I'm getting some bad memory issues, mate, and it's starting to piss me off. So I may have to just switch to my actual camera and then edit my videos on or upload my videos even via a computer, but I have to, for now I just have to put up with it because I haven't got my computer working yet. But yeah, that's my plan anyway. You probably don't need to know that, but as I say, that's what's on my mind, so that's what I'm sharing with you. But yeah, fucking there is plenty more stories, but yeah. That's me. That's where I'm coming from. But now I just do security to like sum it up to current day. I do security. I got myself a badge. I did have a point where I did go in a bad stage again and actually lost my badge, but yeah, got myself a badge and then started doing security, got myself working, and yeah, I built myself back up again basically. But yeah, if there's any questions, then yeah, but be a bit more specific with things that you want to know, because otherwise I'll just say whatever's randomly coming into my mind. But it might not necessarily make sense. You may want a bit more, and I may not cover what you wanted me to cover. I just assume, or I just answer it however that question feels to me, if that makes sense. But yeah, safe for watching. And yeah, but apart from that, it's all chilled. I'm going to leave it there and upload this as a separate video, just as a quick part 2. And yeah, let me know. It's quite a lot to take in, I know. So yeah, but I would appreciate your feedback and your questions if you have any. But don't feel pressured. I'm not begging, mate. I don't give a shit. But I've unloaded a lot of information. So yeah, if you want to have any questions, then, or if you've found anything funny or you can relate, or whatever, then, or if it's made you feel a certain way, then let me know. Because it's interesting. I do like to see what you think. It's interesting. Different perspective. Anyway, yeah, stay blessed, stay lean, and peace.